Thank you for tuning into another edition of Checkered Nation. I'm Mark.
And I'm Kevin.
Tonight we're going to give you a update of my cancer status. As of right now, I am cancer free. If any of you have been following the show, back in July of 2008, I was diagnosed with cancer. And I basically, the first doctor I saw, his plan was to do surgery, but after he saw the results of the CAT scans and stuff, he kind of backed off of wanting to do surgery. He wanted to put me in hospice. However, I didn't give up. I went and got a second opinion. The doctor told me he couldn't help me either. Got a third opinion, same thing, fourth, same thing. However, he told me, I can't help you, but I think I know someone who can. So I went out of the area to see another doctor. I even went to Stanford as well, down in the Bay Area. And I decided to go with the doctor that was referred to me over Stanford because I felt a connection with him. And basically, it was a huge surgery. You were there.
Right.
I had a huge surgery in September of 2008. I was in the hospital for 38 days. 38 days. I was in the ICU for the majority of that time. I was in ICU for 20-something days. At one time, they didn't think I was going to make it. However, I pulled through. I had to learn how to walk again. I lost my short-term memory for a little while. I didn't work for a little while, so my body could recover. And when I got home, I still had some tumors in my liver, they told me. So they went back in on 2 different occasions, and they actually burnt the remaining tumors that they could see by using a procedure called the chronoabrasion. Basically, it's a long, thick needle that goes through the skin and directly into the organ, and it freezes the tumor, and eventually it comes out. So I have had CAT scans every 3 months, and the last procedure I had was back in February. Back in February, supposedly I still had a few tumors. However, the last CAT scan I had was in May of this year, and that CAT scan revealed that I had no more, that I was clean. They're still checking my blood work and everything every 3 months. Of course, anyone that knows who's been through cancer or knows someone who has cancer, you have to get blood work done I guess for each person it's going to be different. For me, it's every couple of months to make sure that you're still clear.
Right.
So I believe for the next 5 years I have to get blood work done every couple of months. But I'm cancer free, and it's been a long journey. And I want to thank those who have been part of this journey, being there for me. Thank you, Kevin. You were one of them. And my best friend, he was there too. However, my doctor is like family to me now, should I say, my surgeon. The man basically stepped up and saved my life when 4 other doctors told me they couldn't help me, and the first doctor basically just threw in the towel. And I have someone in my life who stepped up and basically saved me. He said, Mark, I will take care of you. Sorry you had to go through this. And it was a long journey. Back in July of that year, June of 2008, I still had to work, and you do not know how hard it was to still go to work knowing supposedly you're dying.
Right.
That was the hardest summer I ever had to go through. I still had to go to work and put on that face, and I even went to the mortuary too at that time to make plans. I spent close to 2 hours out there picking out certain things, but I never gave up, and I went to a total of 6 different doctors. I wasn't ready to die. I knew I still had something I had to do, and that was my reason for fighting. I felt like I haven't made a difference in someone's life, And when you're told you're dying, basically you're negotiating for more time.
Right.
You're going to do anything you can to try to get more time. However, I guess to sum this up, I'm cancer-free now. I'm grateful to be here. I don't take the small things for granted anymore. So when I hear people complain about the stupid things,
Little things,
yeah,
little
it
things
annoys the
every day.
crap out of me. And I just look at them and just shake my head.
Now,
You know.
your cancer was an extremely rare
Right.
case. It wasn't something that a lot of doctors even see.
Right.
And your initial prognosis was not good at all.
Right. However, but the bad thing is when a doctor doesn't try to help you. I had the first 3 doctors did not refer me to anyone. They just said, "Oh, I can't help you." One guy even printed his stuff off the internet. That was pretty bad. And the first one just threw in the towel and pretty much threw up in my face what my primary doctor didn't do. So the first 3 doctors didn't really do anything. And however, I never gave up.
You didn't give up.
No.
You kept looking.
Right. I wasn't ready to go.
Right.
And my message is here, if you are in this situation or you know of someone, you have to fight. Doctors do make mistakes. There are crappy doctors out there. In my case, I had a crappy doctor. The first one was awful. To just give up and quit my case. Maybe it's a good thing he quit the case. So there are doctors out there who see so many people who have cancer.
Right.
They just give up. They don't try. However, you cannot give up. You have to try. You have to fight. And you cannot believe that doctor, if it's come back as being bad news, you go to a second, a third, and a fourth.
You don't give up.
You don't give up. Okay, doctors do make mistakes. And I'm out.
Especially with your case, because it was such a rare form.
Right.
You know, I mean.
But yeah, whether it was a rare form or not a rare form, you still don't give up.
Right.
If you are not ready to go, meaning if you love life, and whether you have someone in your life or not, you fight. You know, I mean, I wasn't ready to go.
Right.
You know, and I'm just grateful that I'm here, and I believe I'm here for a reason because I have something still I have to do.
And I think, you know, most of you watching this either know someone who has passed away from cancer or who has beaten cancer or, you know, somebody, good friends or family members. And coming up on September 10th, there's going to be a telethon.
And it's going to be on every major network. Okay, so tune in. It's called Stand Up to Cancer.
September 10th at 8 o'clock. George Clooney is behind it.
Okay.
They're going to have a lot of celebrities there that have beaten cancer.
All right.
And it's a really great cause because they need to raise just so
Right.
much more money.
And what Kevin is saying, whether it's you or someone else, a coworker, we're all are connected one way or another. We all are affected by this horrible disease. And there's so many different types of cancer. I have a friend right now who has stage 4 cancer right now, and she's in hospice, the hospice program. So please tune in to the Stand Up Cancer Telethon, and remember, never give up.
Don't
Thank
give
you
up.
for tuning in.
Thank you.